Hello. So it is raining. The weather is rubbish. It's the middle of January, and I just thought that we would do some sun salutations, just trying to bring the lightness back into our lives. So starting on our mat in a wide knee child's pose. So I'm actually facing east with my mat. It's just the way that my room is kind of set up, but it might be just something that you might just want to consider. So the sun is somewhere over there, hidden behind the clouds. So bringing your feet together and just allowing your knees to go a little bit wider and just settling down. So bringing your forehead down if you can, a little bit of a wiggle through the hips, stretch the arms long and then just allow the elbows just to soften up a little bit. Spreading your fingers really wide so that you've got the whole of the palms of the hands onto the mat and then relaxing. So relaxing the hands as well. So it's almost like you stretch into it and then you soften back. So bringing your awareness to your breath. And maybe just catching your breath in your kind of in and around your throat, in your voice box. It's a ujjayi breath, and it just helps you become a little bit more focused on the sensation and the sound of your breath throughout practice. And just take that breath a little bit deeper into the body. And just notice how it feels to come down onto your mat. I love starting like this. It's a really nice one just for really turning everything inwards, bringing the body down towards the mat. A little bit of a gentle opening through the lower back into the hips. And feel that slight expansion. Maybe you want to take your breath into those areas. Good. Let's do 3 more big breaths. And then gently easing up into tabletop. And just checking how your legs are feeling. If you need to have a bit of a stretch out, do that. So we're going to be doing the Ashtanga Sun Salutation, Namaskara A. And we're going to be taking it really gentle with an option to take it a little bit deeper if you want to. So it's always really good to warm up. As always, we're taking it nice and slow. We're making sure that we're looking after our spine as well. So I'm just making sure that our knees are underneath our hips, hands are underneath our shoulders. Spread your fingers nice and wide, soften the feet, and moving through cow and cat. Dropping the belly, taking the gaze up, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, rounding through the spine. And moving through those two. Always an option to close your eyes. I like closing my eyes just so that I can really tune in and notice what is happening in the body as I'm doing this. And a really full deep breath in as you come into cow, and a very slow exhale as you come into cat. Take your time, enjoy this. This is our practice. Coming into the body, taking some time out. Good. And just finishing that round and then coming to a neutral spine. So we're going to stay in tabletop, but we're going to warm up the arms and the shoulders. So I want you to bend your elbows in towards your body, coming about halfway down and then pushing back up. And let's just move through a few of those. You can add a breath. Maybe it's an inhale to come down and then exhale to push back up. Good. Really pulling the elbows in, keeping the back nice and straight. Fabulous, well done. And then this last one, let's just see if we can go a little bit deeper, maybe bringing the chest even deeper down towards the mat. Keep the elbows in, and then pushing back up, well done. And let's just bring our knees together and just rest on our knees just for a moment. Let's just draw some circles with the shoulders. And going in the opposite direction. So I think that the most challenging part for one of these sun salutations is the chaturanga nandasana, which is the high to low plank and then going forward into up dog. So what we're going to do for this next part is just have a go at practicing that, but we're going to take it very, very gently. So bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, take the knees back and just bring the knees together and just drop the weight so that you're coming forward. Let's take a deep breath in. And we exhale, bend the elbows down and then push the chest forward and come into a gentle up dog. Well done. And let's very slowly round back into a child's pose. Just resting here. So the knees are a little bit more together. We're feeling that really nice stretch. Now we're going to come forward again. Take a big deep breath in, exhale coming down, pushing the chest forward. And lifting up, so we're pushing into the hands and coming back into child's pose. Just a little bit of a slightly different flow here. So on an inhale, let's come forward. Exhale, coming down, taking the chest forward and lifting up. Good, well done. Let's do one more. So coming forward. Now if you want to get into a fuller version of up dog, slowly coming down. So pushing into the mat, lifting up the hips, looking forward, lifting the chest up. And then we're going to curl the toes under and slowly lift up into a downward facing dog. Well done. And just pedaling out the legs here. And just pushing the tailbone back, dropping the chest down, just having just a moment, just a play around here. Stretching out the chest, stretching out the arms, pushing the hands into the mat. And then soften the knees and push the chest back and feel that length through the spine. Pushing the hands into the mat. Good. And let's have a go at just stretching out the left leg just a little bit deeper. And then the right leg, lifting the left heel up, swapping over. Good, well done. And then just come into stillness. So we're going to try coming into that chaturanga dandasana again. So coming forward into a full plank this time. Now you can drop your knees down if you want to. See if you can just hold in plank, just getting this line through the body, dropping the hips down a bit, pushing the heels away. And then on an inhale, we're just going to tip forward. Exhale, coming down and then pushing through with the chest into our up dog. Well done. Curling the toes under, back into downward facing dog. And just having a few breaths here. It's already quite a lot of work on our arms. Fabulous. Well done. Let's do this. We're going to do this 2 more times in your own time, coming forward. So you can drop your knees down if you want to. I always take a deep breath in, just tip forward. Coming down, dropping the chest through and up. Deep breath in, exhale. Downward facing dog. Good job, well done. Last one. Fabulous. Let's meet in a forward fold. Well done. Take the feet a little bit wider. And into ragdoll, so taking that weight off the hands, dropping the head down. Soften through the knees. Good, well done. Drop the arms down and very slowly coming into halfway. Lengthen through the spine. Good, and then fold forward again. Good. Then we're going to push all the way up to standing, so take your time. Now we're just going to pause in mountain. 6 breaths here. So it's a gentle opening through the chest by we're pulling our arms back, excuse me, and bringing the palms of the hands forward. Feeling a real sense of groundedness through the soles of your feet. So this is kind of like starting point of the sun salutation. Standing in mountain, I'm just going to turn to face you. So sun arms practice, so the arms come all the way up, drawing 2 half circles, palms facing forward. Let's just move through these 2. So we're just going to take our arms up, look up towards the ceiling, and then drop the arms down, feeling that expansion as you drop the arms down. Take a deep breath in, look up towards the ceiling, and then bring the arms down. Good, well done. Let's do 2 more. Really spreading your fingers wide, looking up and down. Good. Let's do 1 more, taking the arms up. Good, and taking the arms down. Now we're going to add a forward fold. So we're really breaking this sun salutation down. Arms coming up, deep breath in. And then as the arms come down, we fold forward. And we're just going to pause here with the arms down. Good, now as we come up, we're going to open the sun arms again. And then bring the hands down at heart center. Good, again, dropping the arms down. So briefly in that mountain pose, exhale, dropping the arms down. Holding here, a couple of bounces just to stretch out the hamstrings a little bit more. Well done. Let's swoop the arms up and bring the arms down. Good. Let's do 1 more. So it's a really nice big spread of the fingers, looking all the way up and folding forward. Yes, good. Now we're going to come all the way up with our sun arms. Deep breath in and bring the hands down at heart center. Good. Well done. Now I've not got a lot of space when I'm going to be doing my sun salutation, so I'm going to be swooping my arms up instead. You can do that if you've not got enough room like me. So let's take in deep breath in, let's swoop the arms up, and then we're going to fold forward nice and soft through the knees, and then inhale into halfway, and we're just going to pause here. See what it feels like, just to lengthen through the spine. Let's have a big deep breath in, and then we're going to fold forward on the exhale, and then sun arms as we push all the way back up and bring the hands down to the heart center. Good. Again, deep breath in, exhaling, folding forward. Inhale to halfway. Exhale, folding forward, and then swooping the arms up, sun arms, and bringing the hands down at heart center. Beautiful. Now we're going to do the first one really, really gentle. Instead of doing chaturanga, we're going to do a 5-pointed star and a really easy baby cobra. So, you ready? Take a deep breath in, swooping the arms up, exhaling, folding forward. Inhale to halfway. Exhale, coming into downward facing dog briefly. And then coming forward into our 5-pointed star. So we drop the knees down, keep the toes tucked under, keep the hands where they are, drop the chest down and the chin. And we try and just push back into this space. So lifting up the tailbone. So this is kind of like the variation to warm up the body. Good, well done. So on the next inhale, baby cobra, so flattening, keeping the hands there. We're not lifting up as high as we did before. Just activating the muscles in the lower back. Make sure your neck is nice and long, give it a little bit of a shake. And then we push in first into tabletop briefly, curling the toes under, lifting up, and we're back in downward facing dog. We have 6 breaths here. We're taking it very, very slowly. So doing anything here that you want to pausing. Fabulous, well done. Let's do 2 more breaths and see if you can just allow your head to feel really heavy. So what we're doing now, we take the head all the way, lifting up so that we're looking to the front of the mat. Come up onto the tiptoes and very slowly just walk the feet forward into halfway. So legs are straight, hands are coming onto the shins, back is flat. Remembering that space around the neck, deep breath in, and then we fold forward. And then sun arms as we push through the floor. Deep breath in, and then bringing the hands down. Good. Let's see if we can flow through that nice gentle one. So taking the deep breath in, take the arms up. Folding forward. Inhale to halfway. Now we're going to come into downward facing dog. Normally go straight into plank. So a downward facing dog and then coming forward into our 5-pointed star. Good. And then pushing forward into baby cobra. So legs are long, feet are together, gently not pushing into the mat. And then into downward facing dog. Next inhale, come to halfway. And then fold forward, swooping the arms up, take a deep breath in, exhale, bring the hands down, good. A couple of breaths, just resting in mountain, fabulous. Nice and tall, but a softness and a weight into the body as well. So you could stay in that gentle flow if you wanted to. I'm going to just notch it up just a little bit. So we come to the front of the mat and it's about a foot distance from the top of the mat, approximately. I nearly fell over. So let's take a deep breath in, swooping the arms up, folding forward on an exhale. Inhale to halfway and then getting into plank or your downward facing dog. Coming forward, deep breath in, exhale, very slowly coming down. Inhale into your back bend, exhale, downward facing dog. I'm going to pause here. It's the first time we did that flow. It's a strong flow through the arms and the shoulders particularly. Good, let's take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and then the next inhale, come to halfway. Lengthen through the spine, folding forward on the exhale and then swooping the arms all the way up. And bringing the hands together, good. And dropping the hands down, beautiful. So the aim of a sun salutation is so that you get lost in the flow. I really like that. It gives you a really wonderful sense of being present. So we're going to take a few more gentle flows. And then I'm going to give the option of maybe pausing and having a go at doing some following your own breath. So let's do 2 more together. So take a deep breath in, swooping the arms up, folding forward. Inhale to halfway. Exhale, coming either downward facing dog or plank. Tipping forward. Very slowly coming down, drop the chest down and then lift it up, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to go straight into halfway. So next inhale and then folding forward on the exhale. Good. And if you want to just bring your arms all the way up, deep breath in, exhale, bring the hands down. We're going straight into this other one. Well done. Take the arms up and fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, coming down, your version. Good. Pause in just a moment and then inhale, coming to halfway. Hands on shins, exhale, folding forward. Swooping the arms up. Bringing the hands together. Good. Now if you fancy doing quite a few flows by yourself, just pause the video and you might just want to maybe do 2, 4, 6 or even 8. So I'm going to do 2 without talking. So if you want to join me, you can. If you want to take a rest, you can get yourself in child's pose or even tabletop and just pause. Do whatever feels comfortable. Good, well done. And just come in and we'll just meet back in mountain and just close your eyes. So prana is the life force energy that the yogis believe we've got running all the way around the body. And one of the ways that we get more prana, so we get more life force energy, is through the sunlight. So this is one of the reasons why they do these sun salutations, is honouring the big sun. So maybe you can feel that energy flowing around the body. It's definitely something that builds up some fire. A really great way to start the day, and they normally do 108. That's a lot. Maybe we'll build up to that. Maybe it's homework. Ooh. Good, well done. Now we're going to take it nice and slowly now. We've kind of done all the hard work. I feel like we need to do just a little bit of hip work. We've not really done much of that. We've not done much twisting either. Okay, so let's take a nice deep breath in. We're just going to fold forward. So you'll notice that we kind of do some of the Ashtanga sun salutations in the practice anyway. So it's definitely a way that I get from standing onto the mat. So let's take a halfway lift. We're going to get ourselves into a low lunge with the right foot being the front foot. So hands down, soften the knees, take the left foot back, drop the left knee down and just get yourself in position where you feel that you are stretching out as much as you want to. So the more you take that knee back, the deeper you're going to stretch. Now we're looking for a position where the knee stays above the ankle. That's for safety. You can imagine that if you've got your knee coming over, which actually we do in some of the poses, but when we're kind of using the muscles, we want to have a really stable foundation. So bringing the hands at either side, tented fingers, always feels best to me, takes up more space, and it extends the length of my arms. And we're going to straighten through the spine. And we're just going to see how it feels just to lengthen here and take that heart forward. So we're still working towards the sun. And we're going to curl the left toes under, lift that knee up. So a little bit of strength coming into this low lunge. So let's have a few twists here. Left hand down, and I go into a flat hand for some reason. Right hand up, straight up through this nice long line from the mat, up the arms, into the fingertips. Try and keep the back nice and straight. Good, well done. Let's bring that right hand down, and we're going to bring the left knee down, flatten the foot, and then into lizard. So we need to swap the right hand and the right foot over. So we've got left hand, right foot. And just see how it feels like to just lengthen through the spine here. So it's going to feel slightly different. See how that right hip feels now. And then we've got some versions here. You can keep on straight arms with the hands underneath the shoulders. Going to go for one slightly more different. So back onto tented fingers if you fancy it, and taking the fingers off the mat either side. So let's keep that knee in line with the hip. So I've got my right arm around the knee, and just take just a breath here. Good, well done. And then bringing the hands back. And if you want to get into a deeper version, maybe one forearm, maybe the other, dropping the head down wherever you are. So even if you've got straight arms, drop that head down and feel that nice stretch through the back of the neck. And then slowly coming up. And we're going to take a twist here. Left hand stays down, right hand comes onto the knee. I'm just going to open the hip so that you come onto the outside edge of the right foot. And we're going to go for a straight back first of all, and then if you want to, take the gaze up towards the ceiling. Good, let's bring that right knee back. And we're going to curl the left toes under. A little bit of a bounce, bringing that left foot forward. Definitely feeling it through the hips. Give your legs a little bit of a shake, and then take that right leg back, drop the knee down. Same thing on this side. So flatten the foot, and we're just lifting up and lengthening through the spine. Good, well done. Let's take a twist. So the right hand stays there, left arm comes up. Try and keep that knee in line with the ankle. Well done. Let's bring that left arm down. And then into lizard on this side. So swapping the left hand and the left foot. Straightening through the spine here. Slightly different dynamics through a bit more of a hip opener. And then bring in that left hand onto the outside edge of the foot, onto the either side off the mat. Both fingertips, both sets of fingertips resting. A bit more work for the legs, taking that pressure off the arms. Lengthen through the spine. Good, well done. Let's bring the hands back. Fabulous. Right hand underneath the shoulder, left hand to the gently opening the knee onto the outside edge of that left foot. So back straight first of all, and then going in for a twist. Good, well done. And then bringing that left knee back and into tabletop. There you go, well done. Ooh, and just see how your hips feel now. Good, fabulous, well done. We're going to get onto our back. Bring the knees in, gently rock from side to side. So 2 poses here, and then we've done. So a happy baby first of all, so keep the knees tucked in, maybe a little bit of space between the knees, and then bring the soles of the feet up. We're either grabbing the ankles or the inside or the outside of the feet, gently rocking from side to side. You're going to get a very soothing, gentle massage through the lower spine. So finishing strong through the hips actually, so you should feel it through this compression in both hips. And then into reclined cobbler, so releasing the feet, soles of the feet coming together. And we're going to draw the arms down by the side of the body, but nice looseness through the torso. Maybe a little bit of flap with the knees as well. And just breathe in here. Wonderful, well done. So let's just gently lift the knees up. We're going to bring the knees into the chest, lift the head up as well. Gently rocking from side to side. So it's time for your Shavasana. So I always like to give you as much time for your Shavasana as you need to. So gently creep over towards your computer or your phone and just switch the video off so that you can have as much time. If you feel like you can go into a nap, maybe set a little alarm. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.